Better Futures bursary is part of Glasgow Housing Association's and CUBE's Better Lives work. It's open to tenants and their children where they are pursuing further education or a university degree.
I think it's important for CUBE to be part of the bursaries scheme really because of the role we play and the relationship we have with our tenants. And it's not just about a landlord with bricks and mortar, it's about actual people's life and making a difference to their lives.
And I would say that a lot of young people and their families fear a number of issues about going to higher education. There's getting there, there's staying there, there's not getting into student debt, and that you want it as a time when you wouldn't be contributing to the family income either because you're actually at college or at university. So I think that having the financial wherewithal where you're able to concentrate on your studies is a very worthwhile thing.
I've got two kids and it's really hard to kind of fund my way through uni. It's just really good that I'm going to have the extra money to be able to buy stuff like books and computer equipment, anything like that I wouldn't usually buy for myself. Also I stay quite a distance from the university, so it goes towards travel expenses.
The Better Futures bursary though is really about helping people to achieve their aspirations and to really change their lives. When we looked at the applications that we've received, every single person has said what a difference this is going to make for them embarking on this journey. In terms of their travel expenses, some very practical things, being able to afford the internet, some things that perhaps many of us take for granted. This bursary, this Better Futures bursary, is helping people to change their own lives.
We're quite familiar with our students' income and expenditure details because we administer hardship funds in the colleges as well. So we realise what their kind of position is, and many of them are in deficit every month. And we recognise that, and even with the small amounts of money that we can provide for them through the hardship, we still recognise that many of them are going to try to find part-time work, but increasingly that's even more difficult with the kind of recession being on. The difference that many of our students, 34 I think this year, received the maximum award of £1,500, so that's about £150 a month over the college term. So a massive difference, really the difference between paying your rent and not paying your rent.
I'm studying biomedical science, but I want to do medicine after biomedical science. Starting uni is hard and you're going to have stress of uni and the financial stress as well. And myself, I don't get any SAS help. So I thought it would be good to have some sort of support to help me through uni because going to uni is really expensive. Well, you can buy a laptop, your stationery, your books, which are really expensive, and all kind of things you need, like software and stuff. It takes the financial stress away from you, which means you can concentrate on your uni work more.
Being a former student myself, I totally understand the pressures placed upon them, and in terms of funding and worrying about debt, the current economic climate, there's pressures on everybody, including families and children and the students, so this will have an impact on taking less pressure, or putting less pressure on the parents and the families that support the student and those students individually and how they live their lives.
The student loan system is frightening for a lot of families because they read in the papers about huge debts and all the rest of it, and you do have to pay it back. And it's interesting, I talk to young teachers and they talk about they're paying back their student loan, and it seems to go on for quite a long time, and I think a lot of families and students just don't want to get into that position if they can help it. And I think that this cushions that blow, that fear, and it's just another thing that helps families to be supportive of their young person as they go on to higher education.
In addition to these bursaries, which are really targeted to children and their tenants who are going on to further or higher education, you can, through Glasgow Gold and Tenants Reward, get support if you're doing a lower level qualification. And sometimes it takes a number of steps for people to get to that further education level.
I was in a homeless flat at the start of the year and now I'm in this position with GHA, and they're actually helped me out so much. They gave me a house in the first place in a really lovely area, and now they're actually helping me to better my life and my education as well.
GHA is not just about housing. We've delivered over £1 billion in investment. We've got the better homes. This is now about better lives. So it is about helping our tenants and their families to raise their aspirations, to believe that they can do more and part of that road is through education.
I believe passionately that going on to higher education does help young people have a better quality of life, gives them a better choices of life, and what you really want is for these young people to be your tenants of the future.
And it's great job satisfaction for us because you actually feel as though you have made a difference to these individuals' lives. And I see the individuals I actually spoke to were delighted and really thought this is such a good thing for a landlord to participate in, and it's had a personal impact in their lives.
We were surprised that the housing associations were offering this funding because generally I've worked in education for quite a number of years, and the funding generally comes from the main areas and we know about those. This was a welcome addition for us really, and as I said, can make the difference between students surviving and failing at college.
It's weird because you won't expect them to help the young students, and it's really amazing, and I think it's an incredible amount of money as well.
I think it's amazing. It's totally, there's no words that can express how good it is. When I heard that I was going to qualify for it, I just wanted to kind of come in and hug the person that had said that I could get it.